And this is a Fox News alert. We are awaiting a decision from the U.S. Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals about President Trump's temporary travel ban. As soon as they rule, we will bring you that news live. But first, at a press conference yesterday on Capitol Hill, Democrats, while they were a little bit confused about current events when attempting to attack President Trump. You can't make this up. Take a look.
I have not called for the impeachment yet. He's doing it himself. Whether he's talking about his relationship to Putin and the Kremlin, knowing that he is responsible for supplying the bombs that killed innocent children and families in Aleppo. And the fact that he is wrapping his arms around Putin while Putin is continuing to advance into Korea.
We've seen nothing that we can work, well, I can work with President Bush on, and I'm disappointed because I thought that there might be some interest because of what he said in the campaign.
Did you see the faces of Maxine Waters and the other guy behind her? President Bush, Russia invading Korea. Joining us now with reaction, the host of Tommy on TheBlaze, Tommy Lahren, who is a social media sensation. I met you at the, what was it, the inauguration of Donald Trump, and at one of the after parties. And I didn't get a chance to ask you, but I've seen like these viral videos of you where you have 45 million people watching you. And I'm going to break all the rules, but you're not politically correct, so I can. You're 24 years old, and yet you're so conservative, which, by the way, warms my heart. How did you become so conservative?
You've got to be honest. I think political correctness is intellectual dishonesty, and I don't even know if I'm necessarily conservative. I'm honest, and that often lends itself to conservatism. I'll agree with you. But, I mean, listen to Nancy Pelosi. Listen to the farm team for the Democratic Party. They might as well be picking out their pantsuits for Trump's 2020 inauguration. It's that bad.
You know, it really is that bad. But how did you develop, like, for example, I don't know why when I was young and a teenager, I had the radio on. My parents weren't saying turn off the TV. They were saying, shut that radio off. I can't take it. At 2 o'clock in the morning, I'd be listening to great pioneers of talk radio. Where did you develop, I won't say conservative, but let's say conservative, libertarian, maybe, ideology, philosophy? Because that's unusual, 24 years old, to be fearless, outspoken on television, and, you know, and getting as much popularity as you are.
Well, you know, I grew up in that area of the country that's between the two coasts, you know, the forgotten Americans. I grew up there, and I had parents that were hardworking, average, everyday Americans. That also lends itself to conservatism. But I got to tell you, Sean, I grew up watching this mainstream media and seeing a lot of the BS perpetuated by the mainstream media, and I wanted to grow up, and I wanted to combat that. So I started off at an early age, and we're just getting started.
Did you support President Trump?
You know, I didn't from the outset, but when he became our nominee, it was a clear choice. It was Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump. And then the more that I got involved with some of the campaign activities, the more I heard President Trump speak, I got on board mostly because I saw so many average, everyday Americans in the military and law enforcement, the blue-collar Americans. I saw them gravitating towards him because they said, guess what? This man is doing something amazing. He's running against the Democratic Party and, in some ways, the Republican Party as well, and he won.
And he won, and I called it the forgotten man, forgotten woman election, and there's a reason Ohio, Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania, because these people are dying. They need jobs and manufacturing. And by the way, same with kids, young people in big cities, they need jobs also, and they're desperate. Let me ask you this. I've seen a lot of attacks against you, and I've watched from a distance. I don't know you. I only met you the one time. And at your young age, and I started fairly young as well, a little older than you, about 27. How are you handling that? Do you care? Because I very early learned that I've got to just turn it off and not care. And now I actually, in a very kind of sick, twisted way, enjoy it. How do you handle the attacks against you?
I don't give it any attention. Honestly, Sean, sometimes they love you, sometimes they hate you. Either way, I'm still here. Either way, I still get paid, and I'm still voicing the truth. So in order for me to give respect to what they're saying, I have to respect them. And when they're on the internet trolling me, saying nasty, disgusting, vile things, which, by the way, is really a true testament to the unloving and intolerant left, I laugh it off because it's just a testament to what I'm doing. I'm getting under their skin, and I love it.
That's the fun part. That's what I've enjoyed watching as you move forward. Are you happy with how Donald Trump, how fast he's been acting and keeping his promises? Because that, to me, is not something you see very often, especially in Washington, D.C.
Oh, of course not. In the swamp is freaking out. They don't know what to do. A president that's actually keeping his election promises, a president that's actually being proactive to bring jobs back, to protect our national security instead of being reactive like we saw for the last 8 years. I'm amazed by it. I got to tell you, I'm pretty happy. And it's not just because it upsets the liberals so much, but, you know, in a sick, twisted way, that's also pretty entertaining for me.
All right, Tomi Lahren, congratulations on all your success. You can catch her on TheBlaze. Her videos are usually viral, unlike my videos. They don't go viral. I'm too old, I guess. But we wish you all the best, and we'll have you back. Thank you so much.
See you soon.
And